Oh my god. Oh, my reverb's on. Hold on. Oh, hi. Hey, hello, Joe. Wait, I need to see. Oh, my background music's off. Okay, wait. Hold on. I need to turn off my background music. I need to mute this. I need to mute this. What do you mean you made a big number? I need to put on some music for me. Give me a moment. Okay, background music's running. Background music is running. I need to put on some music that will actually get me in the mood to draw. There you go. Finally got it. Also, wow, it feels like I have not streamed in such a long time. Like I feel like I came back after like an entire month of not streaming. Hey, you posted it, fans. Let me take a look at that. But yeah, it feels like I have not. It feels like I have not. What the hell did you just do? The yes number? Oh, this is the equation. This is the equation that you were showing me yesterday. Oh, hello, Moo. Moo. Hello, Color Law. Thank you. My microphone didn't capture that last. I I only saw the hello. It didn't capture the colorblind part. But yeah, it feels like it's been. Oh, you were playing on streaming today? That's pretty. It was late into the day. Yeah. Unfortunately, we all get that. You know what I mean? It's always late or something. But yeah. Again, it feels like I haven't streamed in such a long time. I need to make sure that my actual music's not playing. Hold on. Okay, good. Yeah, but it feels like I haven't streamed in like a week or something like that. So hi. There's a lot I'm gonna basically talk about today, but today's drawing that we're gonna do, it's gonna be kind of simple. It's kind of like a continuation of what we did last time. Of what we did last time, where I was drawing the canon thing, but the biggest problem is I didn't remember how the characters look like. I do remember what they look like, but I have not drawn them in my own style. I only had the interpretation of what they looked like from another reference. So today I'm gonna end up drawing both characters again, just so I can get a better hang of drawing them, and then we'll go back to drawing the scene that I was gonna do. Anyway, you're planning on game or what game are you gonna play? Also, what we're having today, we're having these are homemade, by the way. My sister made these for me today. We're having sweet sticky rice with mango slices. I don't know why they're in this container. I don't know where she get this, but hey, I'll take it. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna be snacking on today. Cause what the heck? Was that sticky? No, it wasn't. Space Empires. I don't haven't seen what that I haven't seen what that is. Also, I'm getting a text message from another person. Oh my god, another funny story. Wait, hold on. Do you prefer the cup? Hold on. Yes. Another interesting thing I actually just found out today. You know the Discord that I set up for like the stream and stuff like that? I just recently found out that I didn't make it public. It was only a private server, and anyone who wanted to join couldn't join because I made it a private server. And I just learned that out today, and that's making me think of like, oh man, the entire time I tried to like kind of like tell it to other people, they didn't tell me that they couldn't join. They were just like, oh, I guess it's not ready yet or whatever. I don't know. It wasn't public, so no one could join. That's kind of like a story I have today, at least. I have a lot of stories on what to talk about this week. Also, maybe a potential schedule change, maybe. Yeah, you know what my Discord server was. It's just a place where I just yeet things, references. I don't know. It doesn't matter. My jacket feels a little bit more looser today. Space Empires 5. I don't remember which way to go. No, that's Space Empires 4. Never mind. You're supposed to send invite links to them. Having it open means literally. Well, yeah, that's the point. Anyone can really join. In all honesty, it's not going to be a private server. In all honesty, it's just something that like I had. Which reminds me, I forgot to send reference pictures to my art dump channel, or not my art dump channel, but my dump channel on there. I was gonna kind of put it on the screen so you guys can see what I'm drawing, but I was too lazy. Also, I was cooking literally like a couple of minutes before this. I have work tomorrow, and every time I have long hour shifts, I would make I'd make meals beforehand so I could just put in a little Tupperware box and then go to I forgot what it was. What were you cooking? I was making a so I cook various things, but a lot of the things that I eat are very similar. Hey Queen. Hey Queen, I'm streaming and talking about, I don't know, honestly anything. We're drawing ponies. But yeah, I was cooking what was I cooking? Whenever I cook, at least for myself, I always eat and cook relatively the same things. And it would kind of depend on my diet for now, cuz right now I've been kind of getting into giving into I don't want to call it sports, but lately I've been trying to do things like I've been trying out boxing, for example, because I've done boxing in the past, and I don't know, something in me not today, but this past couple of months, I've been wanting to do boxing and stuff like that, and in doing so, I've kind of changed my diet up. You would give hug. I can't. Here, this is the closest thing I can do to give hug. His name, I forgot what his name is. A friend named this for me. I bought this, but I had a friend name this for me. I bought it when I was at Moab, I think. Moab. Where was I? It should say on here. Wildlife artist. I forgot where I bought this from. It was sometime this thing. So I forgot what his name is. His name is I forgot. I'll put him right over here to the edge. But yeah, depending on what I'm doing will depend on what I'm eating. And very lately I've been eating a lot of high protein kind of stuff because I've been moving around a lot, and I just cook beef stew again, which is lots of carrots, onions, celery, squash, broccoli, cauliflower, and then just one little stick of one slab of meat, which is I think around, I would say maybe 8 ounces of steak. It's not all for tomorrow, but I made some for my sister as well because she likes to eat. She likes to eat too. You got to get those macros in. Yeah. Well, again, I've been wanting to. Meat slabs. You're talking about meat is making me remember I should start eating my little rice pudding, my little rice sweet pudding. Actually, you know what? I don't know if I should eat this right now because this is very juicy. This might have not been a good choice to get, actually. Okay, well, I'm gonna eat that sometime because I'm drawing right now and I don't wanna ruin the drawing. Oh my god, okay, so very I don't know why, but very recently, like currently right now, the sleeves that I have on and like the jacket that I have is constantly coming off of my shoulders right now, and I have to constantly put it I have to constantly pull it up because it keeps wanting to slide off. I don't know if it's because I'm wearing something completely different now, or it's because of other reasons, which I'm not. I don't really want to. I don't want to brag about it, but health reasons, good health reasons. Let's just say it like that. Um, but yeah, if you constantly see me like stopping, yeah, that's just me pulling up my sleeves or pulling up my thing so it doesn't roll off my shoulders, and then you just get my clothes like on the table. If you don't know what I'm drawing or why I'm not drawing right now, I'm looking for the character reference that I'm supposed to be doing with this character. Why you gotta be such a? I'm not the greatest friend. I'll be honest. I am a very forgetful person, and streaming is just a side hobby. In all honesty, I'm only again. I've talked to a lot of friends about like streaming, but literally streaming is just more of like a therapy for me because I can just kind of like talk about my day or something like that, or something, which I have a lot to talk about because for one, I might have a schedule change, whether it be good or bad, I don't know. Like schedule change for streaming in general, because one thing that's keeping me from doing like a lot more earlier streams is social life, because I put my social in front of like streaming and stuff like that. My own time is towards the nighttime because the people who I talk to, I feel like, I don't want to say it's more important, but like I only have so much time to talk to them that I kind of want to prioritize them first before I do streaming. If y'all ever forget about your friends and just get new ones, no. For me, I when it comes to I don't have many friends, so I have just like a small cluster of like actual like just if I were to count it off right now, I could probably count them on my fingers, like actual friends that I would have. And when I mean by friends, I mean like people who I'll actually verbally communicate with, because I don't really, you know, how many would I have? So, yeah. Let me take a look at this real quick. Yeah, I'll be honest. Yeah, I could count them all on these fingers actually. Because in all honesty, I only have legit like only 4 friends. I do have like accomplices. I do have I forgot what the word is. I have people who aren't necessarily friends, but I will hang around with them if we're in a group. Accomplice? It's not, I feel like that's not the word. I've forgotten my brother's face and name. What? How did you forget? Am I on one of those fingers? Oh my god! Stolfo, you're here. Oh my god. When did she pop in? Oh my god. Nah, but that's kind of the thing. Like I have, like, what I mean by like friends, I have a lot of friends, but like what I mean by like friends as in I will be able to call them physically in a VC for hours upon hours, and it's very rare for me to do that because outside of that, I don't really like socializing to someone who I don't really know. Like, it's very difficult for me to speak if someone can respond back to me in a thing. See, when it comes to streaming, I don't have like verbal, like I don't have like any audio cues that someone's actually talking to me. So I'm just talking to myself. Oh, it's myself. I'm not talking to you guys, but the feedback that I'm getting is through text message. So it's a lot easier on me, in all honesty, than where if, let's just hypothetically, we all get into a voice call. Because there are many times where I would hop into a voice call with someone I don't really talk to that much, and I'll just completely stay dead silence. Like I cannot physically come and speak to them. I grace your time with my presence once more, yes. Oh, hold on. Okay, I didn't find the reference. I didn't find the reference to what I'm trying to draw here, but I did find another picture that I want to share. So hold on, I'm gonna send it in Uh, my chat, I guess, on the Discord server. It's a picture of a dude riding on top of a T-Rex, holding the American flag and shooting an M4, with an eagle screaming over it, screaming freedom. That's it. That's all it is. Totally had to read back memory to see if we had a VC, and I remembered we did have. Yeah, we had two. We had two of those. We had two of those VCs, but if I remember correctly, I couldn't really speak in general because, like, again, it's very difficult for me to break the ice when it comes to verbal, like, speaking to someone who I don't normally physically, like, physically talk with. And a lot of the times to break the ice, I'll just scream into the microphone as loud as I can. Which is not a good thing, but it's kind of like the internal burst of me just wanting to say something. Again, it's very difficult for me to break the ice, if that makes sense. And a lot of the times when I do streaming, the first things that I do is just to scream into the microphone, and that breaks the ice for me. Let's see. Also, that's not how you use this clothing. The thumbs is with the other fingers, not in the. Oh, the reason. What? There were. No, that's not where it's supposed to go. No 12 gauge. 0 out of 10. Not American enough. You were indeed screaming. Also, if you're wondering the reason why I have I'm wearing the things like this, which by the way, I recently bought black gloves, so you're not gonna be able to see these blue gloves anymore. But you'll still see the same jacket. But the reason why I have it like this is because when I'm drawing, I'm like moving my arm back and forth, like on the paper or on the desk. And the last thing that I want is this to kind of move down and it would start showing the skin underneath my arm. Because at least when it comes, I'm very paranoid when it comes to online presence, at least trying to be me. But for me, I'm kind of very paranoid because I know, regardless of what race you are, you could be colored, you could be white, you could be any color, you could be blue. You could be blue. I mean, that means you're pretty much dying, but you could have, any color of any or any color or anything like that. It could even be something as simple as like having arm hair or something like that. If people were to see me in any kind of way, regardless of what race I am, they would have some sort of an impression on me, and I kind of want to just hide that from everyone right now. And I don't know if I'm gonna do that forever, but for now, as of now, because I only have like 22 followers. I just want to be able to like hide myself for now until I get comfortable. I will definitely show you around and stuff like that, like especially when I start doing cooking streams. I will definitely start showing you like at least the kitchen of where I am, but I'm very particular about making sure that I do not have any reflections of me on the you're not gonna see me for a long time, don't worry. Sorry, I'm still trying to look for the reference. You know what? We don't need a reference. I'm just gonna go straight into it. Phoenix, no. It says, you thought it was sensory issues with paper. No, it's not. It's not actually any issues with like paper or anything like that. I normally draw without gloves and whatever this is, sleeves. It's just for streams only. And when I get black gloves, then we're gonna start it says skin shown. Now I have enough information to find you. You have to teleport to America for you to be able to talk to me. We'll have to wait for you. I'm actually going to Europe. I think it's either gonna be December or I'm gonna go to it's either gonna be in December or it's going to be during the next summer. Or the upcoming summer. I don't know what you would say, honest. I don't know which one it would be. But I'm definitely gonna be able to go to Europe, and where I'm gonna go is gonna be dependent. Oh, also that actually reminds me. The reason why we're going to Europe not only to visit friends, but I have a friend in Germany. I have multiple. Okay, I have friends in the Faroe Islands, Denmark, Germany, and Poland, and I'm gonna see if we can visit all of them because I'm gonna be gone for about like an entire month. I'm still gonna be streaming, but I'm gonna be gone from my actual house for about a month, and one thing that I want to do is we have a friend in Germany who is she kind of has connections to a lot of like places or entertainment places, and she said that if we come over to Germany we can actually potentially play not exactly tour, but we can play music in one of the little bars or entertainment places that she can like set us up in. And so that's kind of, so we'll be kind of being in Germany for a little bit. But if I remember correctly, the route that we're gonna take is we're gonna go from I think we're gonna start from so we're leaving our area, then we're gonna go to Denmark, and then from Denmark we're gonna go to the Faroe Islands, going back to Denmark, and then from there we're going to I don't know which one's closer, Poland or Germany. Denmark's up here, Poland's over here, Germany's below it. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna go straight to Poland or we're gonna go to Germany. It's gonna be one of those. It'll be one of those areas. But yeah, we're gonna be in Europe for a while. Never been to Europe before. I lived in Australia, Canada, and the States, and have not been towards. Haven't been anywhere in the south part of the hemisphere. What is it? Southern. What is it? Southern eastern part of the hemisphere, where you would have like, the entirety of South America. And I haven't been. No, I've been there on that side of this hemisphere. I haven't been to the southern eastern part of the hemisphere, and I've never been in the northwest hemisphere of the world. So this is gonna be like a new thing. Well, if you are between France and Belgium, send a DM. Okay, that's fine. We European, we are mostly friendly worldwide, though. I actually haven't had any bad. Can you even see the drawing? I might need to lower the light. Lower the light or brighten it up. Sorry, I'm taking a look at the camera because I want to make sure you guys can actually see what I'm drawing. More exposure or less exposure? We'll try lower for now. That doesn't look great though. The only reason why you can't really see it right now is because it's just a light sketch. Which, if I can finish one draw, actually, if you want to, what do you guys prefer? Do you prefer if I finish this drawing, or I can break open this, which are Sakura pens used for drawing manga. Used for drawing manga arts. It's supposed to mimic the pen tips, the little drip pens that you would have. I can crack open this, and we can finish the other, supposedly finish. Well, it's up to you guys. Oh, I also have some other drawings. I had this is supposed to be the same character, but I made them too insane, so I need to fix that. It's either we can either finish this character right here. This is already done. But my shoulders my sleeves keep coming off my shoulders. We can either do this one, or we could draw the new one, or I could go back and try to finish this other crazy drawing. How about cracking open a cold one? Cold one with the boys. I got myself a zero sugar Dr. Pepper. I really want some water though. I really want water. I forgot to bring water, and this is the only thing on my desk, and I can't leave the stream. Get water. My water is just right over there, but yeah, I can wait. It's fine. Okay, no, I need to. Okay, so what we're gonna do? I'm gonna try to draw this character, and I could probably talk about some other stuff. Imagine wanting water. I'm thirsty. I like literally the past couple of times, or not the past couple, the last hour or two, I've been like standing over a hot grill, not grill, but a hot stove, kind of. Drink water. It's fine. Like it's fine, guys. This has water in it. Look, it's it. Look, hold on, wait, let me see. See, you got carbonated water. Well, the other parts don't look that great. 0 calories though. Sodium. Why is there salt in here? Why is there salt in here? No wonder why I'm thirsty. Hydrate. Fine, I'll crack a cold one with the boys. Alright. Alright. Alright, so we got that one. We got that out of the way. Oh my god, my shoulders keep coming. My clothes keep coming off. Coming off. That doesn't sound right. That does not sound right. But it's mostly my shoulders. I think it's because of the attire that I'm trying to have right now. My stomach is running on soda, alcohol, and milk. Why? Why? Why are those? Milk is disgusting. Milk is disgusting. I wish I could drink milk, but I'm actually lactose intolerant to an extent. I can actually have certain types of cheeses in such, but I can't I can have certain types of cheeses depending if it's either goat or sheep milk. I can have those in limited quantities, but besides that, I can't really drink I can't really eat any cheeses or drink cheeses. Some cheeses I can do. I don't know why I can eat some. I've noticed the thing. I can eat white cheeses if it's from a cow's milk, but also I can't at the same time. I don't know. I don't know how it works, honestly. All I know is that if, like, let's say if I just get like a cup of milk and I drink it, I will be dead. I'm only able to drink milk because of my strong superior genes. What the hell? You're literally doing what is it? Artificial selection, I think this is what it's called. It's not like natural selection, but like artificial selection. I think that's what it's called. It's the one where selective breeding, I guess. Also, I don't know if I wanna. Let's see. I'm trying to see what I can do with this character, in all honesty. So we're kind of drawing pirates again. I might have another drawing ready for next time. I normally try to do a drawing beforehand and then try to finish it off here, because again, the camera work for this. I don't want to say the camera's a problem, but more of when I do sketching, the camera itself cannot get the actual things, and I would have to like if I put a shadow over it, okay, well it kind of adjusts, but I'm gonna be doing this a lot, and then you won't be able to see the thing. You couldn't really see too much, on all honesty. But yeah, I normally like to pre-draw a lot of stuff and then just do like the line art during the stream, because I've noticed that when I do art streams, I don't actually draw that much. I'll just sit here and talk for the next 2 hours. Whether or not that's good, I don't know, but I definitely notice I do that. So that's why I try to pre-draw a lot of the things rather than just drawing it on stream, unless you guys don't want me to talk while doing this stuff. I can select for you. I do talk with my hand. I like talking with my hands because the last thing I don't want is kind of like I I don't know. I'm I'm very no, I'm not Italian. I don't know what I am honestly, but I don't know. I talk with my hands. I don't try to hide it too much because like again, I feel like if I feel like it adds a little bit of personality to the streams, so you can actually kind of see how. Because this is how I talk in real life, or this is how I communicate with real life. I'll actually like use my hand gestures and stuff. I have both Italian and Norse blood. I can drink milk. I can drink milk as much as I want. It needs something really strong to. What the heck? Uh, Anxious, socially awkward. Anxious. Let me see. Am I shaking? Yeah, I'm shaking a little bit. Oh my god. Actually, that's not good at all. Anxious? I wouldn't say I'm anxious. Socially awkward. It would depend on the scenario that I'm in. When I'm at work, but between doing streams and talking with like friends and then going to work, you'll see two different sides of me. Or like when I go to the gym, for example, because when I'm here with everyone, this is just kind of like me. Like whenever I'm, I don't know, whenever I'm just relaxing. But when I'm like in business mode, like when I'm at the gym or I'm at the gym or I'm at work, you'll see like a completely different side to me. I'm too tired to get to why it's such much a bad thing. I don't know what Puzzle Kid is. I'll be honest. I don't know what Puzzle Kid means. Now one thing. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean puzzle thing? Should I Google it? I don't know what Puzzle Kid is. Should I Google it? I'm not showing it on stream, but I can Google it. Oh, one thing I actually have been learning how to do too is I've been doing a lot of vocal warm-ups before I do stream. So I can actually do streams. I can actually do longer streams than what I'm used to now, because what is it called? Okay, I'm Googling it. Hold on. Because I don't know what puzzle. What is it called? Puzzle Kid? I'm not gonna show it on stream. Where is Puzzle Kid? My search history is so clean. I googled Puzzle Kid, and the things that it shows me is what's the first thing that showed me? Lakeshore simple shape puzzle board for $21. Wait, me who enjoys puzzles, get some more. If you want, Cat, if you want to, you can send me in DMs what Puzzle Kid is. I have no idea what puzzle is. I'll be honest. Autism Speaks thing. Again, when it comes to things like that, I don't really know. Autism Speaks puzzle piece. It kind of. Oh, that's what that means. Okay. Wait, is it offensive? I don't know if it's offensive or not. If it is, I'm sorry. I don't know what puzzle piece is. I'll be honest with you. When it comes to people that have some certain some certain things to them, I tend to not. I don't want to say I don't care. It's more of like I just treat everyone basically the same way. And I'll be honest. It doesn't matter if they're. To me, it doesn't matter if someone is. Someone. Isn't. I don't know. I don't really care, honestly. I don't really care if someone is different from another person. And in all honesty, we're all human here, so I don't really. Again, I don't know. Same thing kind of goes with me in gender. Like I have a lot of friends and actually family who unironically call me mother, and I'll be like, all right, I'm mother now. I'm assuming because Autism Speaks is a hardcore supports. Yeah, yeah. When it comes to anything like that, I actually don't know anything about it. I try not to. My philosophy is if you start like looking into it, and if you actually don't believe in something, you shouldn't giving it more attention and giving it the extra click. Like when I mean click is like looking at like the videos and stuff like and things like that. It's one thing to inform yourself about the situation, but it's another thing to feed into like basically feeding the giving fuel to the fire kind of thing. But we need to be careful with topics like this because I don't want to again I don't want anyone to be offended in this thing. So let's try to keep the topic formal if that's fine. I don't mind talking about controversial topics, but again I don't want anything bad to come out of this. A lot of my streams that I will try to do is very like relaxed and things like that. So when it comes to things like that, I want to make sure everyone's comfortable, everyone enjoys it. It's basic stuff like that. You can enjoy me suffering while I try to figure out how to draw the hair for this character. Also figure out if I want to give them a bandana or not a bandana, but like some sort of pirate hood. Because if you look at the other drawing that I have, which not this one, I did give her a hat, but I'm not really satisfied with her. She's supposed to be the captain with supposedly soft eyes, but I don't know how to make it to where it looks softer than what this is. So I'm gonna have to redraw her and probably redo the hat of some sorts. I do like the idea that she has some sort of clothes, and I do know she has 2 different types of weapons. But I don't know. Currently, right now, I'm trying to figure out the whole. Like, whatever it's called, the aesthetic of this character. Sweat and sugary. What? I'm not ready to explain this on stream. Yeah, again, you don't have to explain it. You don't have to explain anything on stream. Just if you want to, we could just let that topic go. Because I have a lot of other weird. For example, I actually have this great. I don't want to call it a story, but I actually got sniffed out of a server based on my art. Like, what I mean by sniffed out is someone from this large VTuber server sniffed me out of the general chat, which has like literal like 20 people talking in one chat. They sniffed me out and knew I drew ponies immediately, and they and it was crazy because I was just having a normal conversation with everyone, whatever, and they started like kind of like responding to my messages in a way. They went and took a big sniff. They really did. No, like I DM'd them and everything like that, like because one of the things that triggered me, like when I say trigger, it's more of like it activated my neurons. Is out of nowhere they added me and said get on PT. They said get on PT, and if you were part of like the MLP community, PT, when someone says to get on PT, you know what that means. And it was so out of the blue and out of nowhere that it kind of made me like it activated my neuron. It activated my neurons because anyone outside of the fandom, when someone says get on PT, they'll think it's either the horror game PT or it'll be something else, like maybe someone said physical therapy. But people who are in the community, we know what PT means. And the entire time I was texting in the chat, I was like, hold on, what do you mean by PT? Because you're activating my neurons. Oh, like, are you talking about what I think what you're saying? And they said I am, and and I was home at that point. Yeah, you were thinking physical therapy. Yeah, see, because that's what I'm saying. When someone says get on PT, it could mean multiple things. But as a person who's in the community, PT, if you don't know what PT means, it means get on Ponytown, which is a online. It's an online OC creation character or creation game that's completely free, and you don't have to download anything, and you can walk around like this massive island and like talk to like multiple people or something like that. And it was and again, it's just you create your OC, you go onto this massive server of like literal like I don't know how many people would be on there. It would probably be, I could actually, you know what? I can check right now. I can check the servers right now. Let's see how many people are on PT. There's multiple servers because the load on it is actually a lot. Yeah, oh my god, it's a lot. Okay, so on Ponytown, you can get on, there's multiple servers, but there's like, there's, you know, certain country servers, and then there's the general servers. But I'm only going to tell you 2 servers right now. There's the 18 plus server, and then there's the safe server. 18 plus server has 1,500 people online, while the safe server has 20, was it 2,000? 2,000 people online. And that's just those 2 servers. The other servers, like the Russian server has 2,000 people online. The Spanish/Portuguese server has 21,000. Chinese has, well, that's 500. Indonesian has 1,000 people on there. It's a really big it's a really big game that people could just actively go on and play. If anything, I'll probably, maybe in the future, I'll probably go on Ponytown and stream it. But the problem is that there's nothing really fun to stream on. It's a good place to like go. That's so many people. Yeah, it's a big, if you want to, you can check it out. It's literally just called Pony Space Town, and you just create your own Pony OC, and then you can go on there and you can just chat with people as your character. Like it has a bunch of features. Like you have your own personal island, which you can decorate the outside of the island. And it also comes with a house, so you can decorate the inside of the house. You can save it. It's kind of like The Sims 2 as well, because there's also like a bunch of commands that you can do to, like, for example, you can sit down, you can eat, you can. It's a pretty well developed. I guess you could call it an indie game. It's like VR chat but with ponies, and it's desktop. To say VR chat is actually an overstatement. Yeah, Club Penguin, but ponies. Yeah. Oh yeah, Queen. We're talking about how someone sniffed me out of a server, of a public server because they. Oh, I was actually gonna. I forgot that. Yeah, but basically, what you missed was basically someone in another server sniffed me out because of what my puppet on Discord looked like, and a lot of my puppet on Discord, like the profile picture, is very reminiscent of a pony artist. And so they were basically testing the waters, and they said get on PT out of the blue, which again, if you're a part of that community, you know what get on PT means. But when they said that, your puppet's no, it's not a horse. The style of which my puppet is based off of. No, it's not a horse. It's a sock puppet. I actually have reference pictures of when I was drawing it, but no, it's just a sock puppet. But the reason why I say people, at least from that community, kind of like connect 2 and 2 together, is because of the way the hair is made. If you look at the hair, it's kind of like, actually, I can actually show you a good example. I thought it was Pinkie Pie. That's actually what someone told me too. Someone told me that they thought it was Pinkie Pie. But if you take a look at this drawing, I always reference this drawing. If you look at this drawing and you take a look at how the hair is, like this portion of the hair, and then you look at the back portion of the hair, it's very common of how people draw ponies. I'm gonna be quiet for a second so you can see. So you can actually see the sock puppet. Take a look at the hair on this drawing and how the hair is, and then take a look at the hair on my sock puppet on the top right corner. So I'm gonna be quiet for a second. Okay, but yeah, it's very common for pony artists to see the difference between this, to see the art style of this with my sock puppet, and that guy sniffed it out because he was like, "That's a pony artist," and he tested the waters with me in front of like 20 people, and he knew I drew ponies. Also, thank you. Yeah, if you did, I know, like Cole, I know, like I left that server that we were in. Uh, listen, I don't actually control my thing. By the way, Mochi, did you ever hear of Pinkie Pie's cousin? Grilled cheese sandwich, I think. I didn't actually watch too much of the show, if I'll be honest, but I was immersed into the actual community a lot, so I know a lot more about the pony thing. I've only watched the first season and the very last movie that was put out of MLP, so I'm not really the best pony person. Cream? Nah, then I don't know. Cream Pie? Oh yeah, I'd actually know her. Wait, I thought her name was Marble. Wasn't her name Marble? Or was that her sister? I don't remember. I don't know all the characters for MLP. I don't know all the characters, I'll be honest. Oh, you don't need to see that. Oh yeah, another sock puppet. I was trying to draw emotes for my server. And I tried imitating the Kermit the Frog face. Oh, you don't need to see these ones actually. You cannot. Oh yeah, my recent one. If I wasn't good, what do you mean? All right, we're going back to drawing this one. I gotta commission you sometimes. I'm actually just taking art requests for now. Unless you wanna do. I'm taking art requests for like drawings like this. But unless you want an actual like ink one, here I'll give you. I'll show you. Give me a second. This is the wrong. Well, this is watercolor paint, so it's fine. Unless you want to do like actual like things. Hold on, this isn't a good example. I haven't done an ink one. Unless you want to draw like actual like. If you want to commission something like that, like I'll actually legit send it to you too. I have a PO box, not for content, but it's just more of a. I buy and sell a lot of things off of eBay. Just the aesthetic, not the realistic. Yeah, but if you want to, I can draw you a lot. Oh, that's a gift for someone. These are really old though. These are like all gifts. Oh, that's the manga. Where is the drawing? Hold on. Give me a second. I don't know. It depends. You guys can do whatever you want, in all honesty. All I know is I gotta draw this. But first of all, I need to figure out what hair I want to give her. Because I know she has some hair that drips down like this. It's 2 strips like this. Okay, we can have one strip like this, and then we can have another one coming out from the side. Bug gunna. Again, you can commission, it doesn't matter, honestly. I do requests for simple sketches, and if you want colored versions, I'll do that. I'll do that as well. But though my coloring part for it is not that great. I'm more of a black and white artist. I'm trying to figure out how her hair would be. Also, I gotta figure out what I want to do with her head. I don't know if I want to give her a hat. Not a hat, but a little thing. Because she's supposed to be the beauty of the ship. She's supposed to be the beautiful character of the ship. Hmm. But she, again, her parents doesn't match, so I need to figure out what I want to do with her. I have no skill, whatever, when it comes to drawing, though I'm gifted in other areas such as cooking, fixing stuff, and being a horrible bee. Same. I'm terrible. I'm a terrible person. I'll be honest. Oh, that actually reminds me another thing that I should probably say. I also have to do beauties on the inside. That's why you gotta. No, do not do that. Do not do that. I need to figure out what I need to do with her. Do I want to give her a hat? Because she looks a little too soft. That's how I'm single now. God. Oh my god. She looks too soft to be a character right now. This is why I'm having a little bit of trouble drawing her. I have an idea of what she looks like, but I don't know how to execute it. You know what? I think I need to come back. No, I'm gonna do it here. I have an idea of how I want to execute her, but I don't know how long I want her hair to be. If only I had like an actual reference. The reason why I haven't used the other reference is because she's supposed to be she's supposed to be the beauty of the ship. Straight hair, very straight hair, very flat, red eyes. I need to give her a sharper look though. It's 6 a.m. here. I just wanted to check you out and prolong my stay. Oh my god, see ya. Go to sleep. You need sleep. I'm only gonna stream for about like another 30 minutes and then I'm gonna be kind of done. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do to draw. See, this is the real problem with it. I have an idea for what she looks like, but I don't know how to have fun. Never. See, this is the real problem with this. I don't have an idea of what I'm gonna do with her. Maybe I need to draw. Okay, I hate doing this, but I'm gonna probably have to do another drawing of her. But I don't want to, because I already have this here. It doesn't make sense for me to do another thing. But the angle of which I've drawn at her. Okay, no, I can't. I have to. Because I have an idea of what I want to do with her. I really hate abandoning that drawing. Because lately I've been abandoning a lot of drawings that I've been doing. It's not that I'm abandoning them. It's more of like I'm coming back to them later. And in a way it is abandoning them. But the problem is that I don't have... The problem is that I don't have like a reference to like... I have the idea in my head, but I don't have... I can't execute it. Because what I can see in my head is completely different to how I draw in real life. Because in my head, it's not just... In my head, the art that I think of is plenty more complicated than... It's plenty more complicated than my actual ability to draw. And it's very frustrating because when I start drawing something, I'll get into the mood of drawing. But then I'll take like large breaks while drawing because I cannot execute a certain thing that I'm drawing. And from then I would have to either do one of two things. I would either have to change the drawing itself, or I have to I either have to change the whole drawing, or like the positionings, I mean, or I would have to do something totally different. Uh, no. I either have to change the positioning of the drawing, which is already annoying in itself, but then I would also have to do other things such as I don't know. It's a lot. Or I have to go on another separate paper and draw and practice draw it because I can't. I'll have so many mistakes that I need to constantly erase it. Also, I need to figure out what. We're gonna do a side view because I need to visualize her. I need to draw what I'm visualizing. I need to visualize what I'm drawing. Sorry if I'm being quiet. Sorry if I'm getting quiet. I really need to figure out what she looks like. Because I have a section of a scene in my head, and if I can visualize it now, if I can put it on paper now, then this is gonna help me with the other drawing, and it's gonna go like over and over again. So what I need to do, I need to draw a side view first of all. It looks a little male right now, so I'm gonna have to probably shape this again. And then I'm gonna have to go like this. Go like that. Go here. Go like this. I don't like the way that mouth looks. I know she's probably not gonna. I'm probably not gonna have any drawings. Also, the eye's a little too big. Yeah, that's the eye's way too big. It needs to be about half the size of that. Okay, it would have to be like this. Yeah, that's more better. I have not drawn a side version. I have not drawn a side view in actually a while, because I've been trying to challenge myself in drawing other kind of angles. So drawing side views are a little bit different for me, or a little bit. I don't want to say difficult. It's just it's been such a long time since I've done something like this. So it's supposed to be like this. And then we're gonna have her ear kind of down. She's supposed to be the beauty of the pirate ship, but compared to her sister, which I'll show you, which I've shown before, they would have contrasting. They have contrasting personalities. I mean, they both are supposed to be quote beautiful, according to the other pirate, compared to some other pirates. But with these two in particular, it's the reason why it's a little different is because even though she's beautiful, she's not supposed to be approachable. Like her whole ideals, or not ideals, her whole appearance is not supposed to be approachable. Also, the eye is a little weird. So we're gonna have to fidget with this a little bit. I don't think it would have any. I don't think I'm gonna put any eyebrows for now. See, that looks weird though. The eye looks a little too big. Her hair is supposed to be straight. Man, when it comes to characters like this, why can I not draw it properly? I have the idea, but I cannot execute it at all. It's definitely frustrating when I start doing drawings like this. Because I don't know what she looks like. Like, I have an idea, but I can't scramble it together. And this is one of the problems that I was talking about earlier, where I have an idea of it, but I don't know how to put it down on paper, so I'll end up just abandoning the drawing altogether. Because I don't know what she looks like. Okay, let me see if I can find a reference. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, too, is very recently, actually not very recently, like it's gonna happen. I am not satisfied with my work schedule for work, and tomorrow I'm gonna basically tell them that these are the days that I can work. I don't know what days it's gonna be for sure, but I told them that I can only work these specific days because I can't be here for a lot of, I'm there way too much than what I've originally said I have to be there for. And I told them that, or not, I didn't tell them yet, but I'm gonna tell them that I'm either make me work these days, or I'm not gonna work. If you put me on for these days, I'm not gonna show up on those days because I cannot physically work on those days. Hold on, let me see if I can find a reference. She's supposed to have bangs, but I cannot figure out how to draw the bangs for her. I want to see if I can find anything. By the way, I'm only gonna have like 20 minutes left because I'm gonna cut the stream low. I don't want to say it's early, but I'm only gonna cut it like, whatever it is. We're going back to this drawing too because I feel like this was I'm not, I feel like this has more potential than the other one I just drew. I want to be able to get this. I want to be able to finish this part at least today before the stream ends. I want to be able to get this. I want to be able to get that. Okay, that's too much actually. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can get this. Again, the style that I kind of am going off of, it's not really meant for ponies. So, actually, I think this is a lot better than what I've gotten so far. This is getting better now. This side though looks weird, so I need to redo that. She's supposed to be one of those flat-haired type people. Flat, straight-haired. I want to get this done, at least. I'm gonna get this, trust me. So it should be around the same height as this. This is when it comes to drawing, it's a lot of experimentation. At least when I draw, it's very experimentation. This is out of balance now. How am I gonna fix that? That's the problem when it comes to drawing with ponies. Unless I can figure out how to balance this by giving her some hair out here. Because it's supposed to be like this. Not exactly what I'm having in mind, but it's not too far off. That line also needs to be very hidden. So if I were to do it like this, it'd have to be like that. It would have to go here, here. Then it would have to. I would have to have little, tiny little things like this. It would have to follow a shape of some sorts. Also, the hairline might be a little too low, in all honesty, so I might need to move it up. Also, the hair here is a little flat. I'm not I'm not really a fan of flat hair like this. I mean, it is supposed to be what? It is supposed to be flat hair. She is supposed to have flat hair in general. But it's not supposed to be like that. This is definitely a character where I'm gonna have to test out the hairstyles, because when it comes to drawing flattish hair styles, it's actually very difficult because I'm very used to floofy, very big, in your face type of deals. But when it comes to drawing flat hairs, it's not my strong suit, in all honesty. It really isn't my strong suit. Especially when it comes to this type. And I'm gonna have to redo this part because I don't like the way this looks. This is the problem with being a traditional artist, by the way. When you erase one thing, you have to erase everything. Because I erased like bits of the eyes and everything. It's so frustrating to having to redraw the eyes again. That's why I would love to go digital art, but I'm not really too much into digital arts, in all honesty. I'll dabble in it. Oh man, I already messed this up. I can see it. Because it doesn't look the same from when I erased it. I don't know what's different. Ah, great. What did I do differently? This is definitely my most difficult thing I've done. Not difficult, but it's definitely the most frustrating. Because how do you mimic flat hair? How do you mimic flat hair without being too crazy? And I already messed that up. Because it doesn't even look remotely to what I had in mind. Oh man, another image I have to trash. Because this, I can already tell this nose is too big. Because this needs to be moved up, or this needs to be smaller. Oh, good. Dang it, another image to trash. Man, why is she gotta be so difficult to draw? Okay, well, how much time do we got left? I only got 10 minutes left. I think I'm gonna call it quits for now, because when I keep drawing, I'm gonna get progressively more frustrated. Ah man, this is actually really a bummer right here. That's definitely a bummer. But yeah, I'm gonna call it quits for today. And what was it called? I'm probably gonna be streaming tomorrow. I might need some suggestions on what to stream, because I do want to finish Ori and Hollow Knight at the same time. But the thing is, I don't want to have two Metroidvania games at the same time. So I want to be able to. I want to do I really want to have a broad range of games rather than just Metroidvania. Some people did suggest kind of doing like some people suggest doing like Apex or something like that, but I'll be honest, I'm not I'm not into those types of games. I'm just not. I can try it. I'd rather play it with a friend, but a lot of the friends that I do have, they can't really stream with me because of the difference in stream times. And again, maybe in the future it'll be different. But for now, I can't really. I'm not really interested in doing stuff like that right now. But yeah, I don't know. For now, I'm just gonna end the stream because again, there's a time that artists should kind of like take a break like take a break from drawing, because the thing is, if you keep drawing and drawing, you're gonna get burned out. You're gonna get frustrated. You're gonna get burned out. You're not gonna really like drawing in the future. And I like drawing, so I'm gonna take a break for this, and I'm gonna eat my desserts because I had food earlier. So hate calling it quits early, but I'm gonna see everyone tomorrow. How do I end it?